Good morning, folks. And if you notice, we have a little change here of how we're sitting today because we have our four-legged friends are with us. Yes, they are. That is Caesar. And I'm Nancy Cason. I'm your host today, and my co-host is Brene Beatty, retired.
With the active one?
With the active dog. Now, what would surprise you all about that, okay? I mean, those of you that are watching us regularly know that the ones that get in the lap, bark, run with their leash, all that, Brene gets them. So,
because I love them.
She does. She loves them, and she's so good with them. So this is Caesar, and Caesar is absolutely adorable and hyper, and he's
a
brindle,
puppy,
and he's puppy, and we don't know what
we're
calling him mixed.
He's a Heinz.
Yes, and this is Summer, and Summer is a Jack Russell, and I want to tell you something, folks. This is the most lovable dog right here you ever saw. She is precious. Now, we want to tell you one little thing before we start this segment today. 877.
866 last week. Roscoe. Didn't she call him Roscoe?
Roscoe.
Was adopted.
No, Rufus.
Rufus
is what she called him. Rufus was adopted. So
yes.
See, we're doing really, really well.
Yes.
So today we have Sally True from the Meigs County Citizens for Animal Rights and Education Group. And Sally, it's so good to have you. I think we've had you with us before.
Yes,
y'all brought
thank
dogs
you.
and cats in with us. And this is a wonderful organization. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Sally.
Me or the organization?
Organization.
Yeah, our organization started in about 2007, and we have been working very hard in our county to rescue as many animals as we can. We do not have a shelter, and that makes it really hard. The spay and neuter program comes once a month, and we do as much as we can there. We do the scheduling for them. And we have adopted and rescued, I really don't have a count, but it's a lot. And we keep them until we find them homes. I'm a foster home, and our president is a foster home. And we're the only two in the county that do that.
Can always use more foster homes.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah.
We can always use more of everything.
And we'll give you a phone number and everything to call before this. You know, I would take this one home with me today, but now we're not going to promise, but there is someone going to look at Summer today.
Yes.
Sometime today she'll be looking at Summer, but that doesn't mean that you need to not call about her if you're interested in this Jack Russell, because she's wonderful.
Well, don't forget Caesar.
Oh, Caesar's wonderful too. I'm so sorry. This one's just so calm. But of course, oh, look at Caesar now. See?
Yeah.
Renee does that. She calms the savage beast. There we go.
Of course, we have many other animals besides these. I was up to 23 cats about 2 weeks ago. And of course, we go to Petco in Cleveland on Saturdays for adoption day, and that helps tremendously in placing our animals. And so I'm down to 7 now on the cats.
Oh, wow, that's good.
I've got 15 dogs, but it's down to 7 on cats.
So, yeah.
These are
what other kinds of dogs do you have?
Yes.
Just
Well, we have some lab mixes. Some of them are mixed with pits, some are not. And they're black. Most of them are black.
and black dogs rock people.
Yeah, and
there's this thing
they've got white on them too.
Yeah.
Some of them got white spots on them and everything. And most of them that I have now are about 2 years old. Some of them are not adoptable because they have hip dysplasia, and it costs quite a bit of money to fix that.
Yeah, and that's kind of common.
But we never know from one day to the next what we're going to get. We always we have calls, and we have people on the waiting list, you know, to come get puppies, come get kitties, you know, and all this sort of thing.
Now, since you don't have an animal control center, where are you located? In your homes?
In our homes,
Okay.
yes, we're foster homes.
And so when someone would call, they would get directions from you where to come and look. Now, we'll do this 2 or 3 times during this segment. But
Get
give
your
us a phone
pencil
number.
out.
Okay.
Yes, get your pencils out. Here's your phone number, because this is precious. That is too, so I'm not showing partiality. She is precious.
He's double precious. Look at this face.
Look at that. He is
he's just a puppy. He's just about.
Okay, Sally, give us a phone number.
Our phone number is 334-9451 for me, and I can refer you to Tracy. She takes in the bigger dogs, normally the pit bull shepherds and things like that. I try to deal mostly with the medium and smaller dogs because I'm older than she is.
That's a good excuse. Yes, that's a wonderful excuse. Now, we have something here that's going to happen. Tell us a little bit about it.
It's an ongoing fundraiser. We send out flyers about 3 times a year in the Piggly Wiggly Flyers indicator. Gene Wade lets us do that, and he's very helpful. And asking for donations of money or fencing, you know, anything that animals need that we need to do to take care of them. We use the money to spay and neuter as many as we can. Vaccinations, we do our own vaccinations, and it covers the food, and of course there's 100 other things that you need to take care of animals.
Oh, yes.
And it's working pretty good. We still need more, of course. We always need more. But we need foster homes really bad too, because it's just 2 of us, and it gets overwhelming.
Now, for the foster homes, they still call that same number?
Yes.
Give me that number again.
334-9451.
See, we're going to say that number 3 or 4 times, folks, so y'all can get it. But this is wonderful. If you want to do a Christmas present for somebody that has everything, that doesn't need another little knick-knack, and here I am a retailer saying doesn't need another little knick-knack in their house to dust, why don't you make a donation to one of our pet saving people in honor of someone? And that's a wonderful Christmas present.
Exactly. Yes.
I've done that.
I've done that.
And I just think it's a wonderful thing to do. And the people that I've done it in honor of have been thrilled because they were like me. They didn't need anything else in their house to dust.
And we have a post office box there
Okay.
too.
Okay. Yes. It's it's C.A.R.E, which is Citizens for Animal Rights Education. Caesar has woke up. And it's Post Office Box 62 in Decatur. That zip is what?
37322.
37322. And this is a good way for you to send a donation, folks. P.O. Box 62 in Decatur. And these animals, all of these animals that we bring on the show, you know, we're batting pretty good on.
Yeah, I'd say 90%.
Yeah, on finding homes for these animals. And we want to continue to do that because these are wonderful animals. This is absolutely, she is adorable. He is just as cute as he could be. And if you could see that face right now, because he's looking at Summer like it's playtime, and it's not, Caesar. It's not playtime. That's why I'm sitting in the middle. But Caesar has been talking to us, and he really enjoys sitting in Brene's lap, and I'm really glad he picked Brene. But, you know, yes, and Summer. All right, Sally, tell us about how many members do you have of your organization?
We don't have a lot of members. We have a good list of volunteers.
Okay.
And sometimes they can help and sometimes they can't, but we're always needing more of those. Our membership is $10 a year, and you can contact us through the phone or through the post office box, and we'll be happy to take your membership money, and that all goes towards taking care of the animals, just like the adoption fees do for the animals. And
that's great. And folks, the wonderful thing about these people are they're volunteers.
Yes.
Nobody's paying Sally or any of the rest of her team over there a salary to be responsible for these animals that have either been left on the side of the road or someone has forfeited, and we do understand that occasionally there's times. Caesar, honey, you've been so good until just now. And honestly, she's not mistreating that dog. She is not. This is just his way of talking to us. But some people have to forfeit their animals.
Yes.
They move, they're elderly, they move into a smaller home, they move out of town, they cannot take the animal with them, and that is so sad.
We've had a lot of that lately.
Uh-oh. Yeah. So a lot of these animals are already housebroken, trained, love people, you know, yada, yada, yada. So this is a wonderful, wonderful way for you to help them. If you can't take an animal, if you can't foster an animal, then write a check.
Exactly.
Yes.
And send it to Post Office Box 62 in Decatur, Tennessee.
Because I know that it comes out of your pocket, a lot of it, doesn't it?
It does sometimes. Now, we are, like I said, we're doing fairly well with our fundraisers, and that helps a lot. And right now we're able to hold our own and pay for everything. But we just never know what we're going to have next and how many, you know.
Yeah.
6 puppies, 10 puppies, you know, whatever. Really makes a difference.
Oh my goodness, that's kind of a whoa, overwhelming.
And which brings to mind
spay and neuter.
Spay and neuter.
Spay and neuter.
It really, folks, it's it's the thing to do. Now, I love this. In schools, you have a CARE as an education team that goes to schools in Meigs County and offers hands-on presentations about animal training and humane treatment for animals.
Yay!
I treated my animals human, but humane. Yes,
I do too.
So, if you want to come to their classroom, you can go to, or you want them to come to your classroom in Meigs County. Now, folks, info@care-meigstntennessee.com. And you have volunteers that do that.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So are you one of those lucky people?
I have gone several times, yes.
Yes,
I really enjoy it. The children enjoy it. And
I'll bet.
you'd be surprised what you learn about how they take care of animals at their house.
I'm sure. That's kind of like for children's sermon at church. You find out some things about the parents that maybe parents didn't want you to know. But I think that is wonderful that you go into the schools so that you can talk to the children about what they need to do about caring for an animal.
It's all about education.
It is.
And you got to start young.
And if they have pets of their own, they need to know.
We're trying to stop the cycle of abuse and neglect that happens so often by educating the children, because they're the ones that can go home and teach mom and dad, hey, we got to find shade for this dog, and we need to provide water for it all the time, and a house to live in, and things like this.
And also, they are the next generation of people that are going to have the dogs, and so we need to talk. Yes, Summer, absolutely. I know, Caesar, you'd like to come over here and get in the middle of this, wouldn't you? But no.
He is such a gorgeous brindle. You can't really see.
You cannot see his colors.
He is gorgeous.
Lots of brown and lots of black, and it's just intermingled in there, just so pretty.
Kind of striped.
Sweet, sweet face.
He's a handful.
And yes, he is. And it's just like Rufus that we had last week. Needs a nice family with 10 or 12 children that will wool him so that every night he goes to sleep at like a fenced yard or something like that. He would be great. And this one right here is just precious. Now, Sally, give us that phone number again. I told you we're going to keep telling it.
All right, 334-9451.
And that is for CARE, which is the Citizens for Animal Rights and Education in Meigs County. And folks, these are two absolutely wonderful pets. I mean, wonderful. Caesar is just, we had someone come in on the sidelines here, one of our next guests, and Caesar is just absolutely mesmerized by him because he's waving at him and doing all this. And that is so cute. And then we have Summer here who, I'm going to tell you, folks, she's just precious. She's just precious. We need a big dog, not this. We don't need that either. I'm not active enough for that. Sally, thank you so much. Citizens for Animal Rights and Education. You can make donations to Post Office Box 62 in Decatur. Phone number one more time, Sally.
334-9451. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you, Sally. And this isn't the first time Sally's been with us, and we appreciate it, and we'll have her on again, and she'll bring different animals because these two are going to be adopted. So, folks, remember, spay and neuter.
Please.
And these are wonderful animals. Call today if you're interested in either one of these wonderful pets. And don't
remember, it's a lifetime commitment.
Yes, it is. It's not just for Christmas holidays. No. Okay, we'll be right back. Don't go away. We'll have our first guest on with us. So we'll be right back.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
Hello, I'm Bill Odom.
Hi, and I'm Tammy Odom.
We want to invite you to join us on Joyous Living Today for interviews, testimonies, and gospel music by special guests and Dixie Sunshine.
Right here on WTNB, Sundays at 4 p.m. and Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. You don't want to miss it.
Jesus, Jesus, the light of the world.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100. Logan Thompson, attorneys at law, have built a firm offering quality legal services to the people and businesses of Southeast Tennessee. We have achieved expertise in all areas of law in order to represent our clients in a manner they need, deserve, and have come to expect. Logan Thompson, with 9 attorneys and an extensive and competent support staff, is available to provide representation in various legal areas, including family law, Social Security benefits, personal injury, criminal defense, workmen's compensation, as well as business and complex litigation matters. At Logan Thompson, we have been building a tradition of legal services for over 40 years. We have developed the finest legal services and are proficient in providing you with representation you can trust. Give us a call at 423-476-2251 to schedule your free consultation.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
And we are back. I told you we would be back, and I'm glad. I hope you didn't go away. Yeah. And we're back with Reverend Randy Martin, my pastor, which is technically a full-time job, folks, but he does have others he serves. So it is so good to have you back with us, Randy.
Well, thank you, thank you. I'll tell you what kind of shape I'm in. Nancy helps me. So that's great.
Well, it's the blind leading the blind in that
That's
situation.
Right.
What I did to Randy the first time he came on here was embarrassed him to death, I think. Well,
No.
not Randy. I can't embarrass Randy. Randy and I've known each other way too long for that. But I said, tell us the phone number at Broad Street, and neither one of us knew it. So I knew you knew it. So
I got it now.
You got it. You got it.
After
Okay.
5 months, I've just about memorized it.
And I memorized it the day after I did that, since neither one of us. Okay, we have some exciting things coming to Broad Street. So you want to tell us about
That's
them?
right. Well, of course, we've been celebrating Advent and getting ready for Christmas. Our theme has been Rethink Christmas, and try to put a different kind of emphasis on what we're doing to prepare for Christmas. And this coming Sunday, of course, the Sunday before Christmas, we're looking forward to the morning services, but also we're going to have 3 Christmas Eve services. One of them, however, is going to be on Christmas Eve. Now that's Sunday.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve at 6 o'clock at Broad Street United Methodist Church at 155 Central Avenue. We will have a 6 o'clock Christmas Eve service that will include candlelight communion as well as the blessing of babies who have been born in the last year. Then on Christmas Eve, December 24th, on Monday, we will have 2 other services, one at 5, which will also include the blessing of the babies and candlelight communion, and then at 11 p.m. for our Christmas Eve candlelight communion that will end on Christmas Day after midnight, and when we celebrate the coming of Jesus at Christmas and the incarnation of God to the world. So we want everybody to come. We invite you to come. The reason we're having a different service on the 23rd is because we have so many people that come on Christmas Eve. We thought it might free up some space for other people to come. So we'd love to have
Renee
you
always
be there.
comes on Christmas Eve.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah.
Good.
And it's one thing that we need to stress, folks, is
And I'm not Methodist.
Good.
Right.
I
No,
like
she's
your
not.
service.
But you are a Christian.
Sort of.
Good. Well, that's good enough.
But this is not just for Broad Street members, folks.
No.
It's for the whole community.
For everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody who'd like to come and celebrate Christmas that way, we invite you to come. It's a great time of worship and looking forward to it. Very holy, a lot of music. Candlelight's beautiful, and so we invite you to come to be a part of that.
Handbells ringing.
Handbells.
And it's really nice.
Choir singing, beautiful pipe organ playing.
My neighbor
just
plays
a little bit
handbells.
of preaching, just a little bit of preaching.
We will have a little preaching.
A little preaching.
We call it meditation.
You know, it's either a sermon or it's not, so it's going to be a short sermon.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So it won't be too long, but we want you to know that you're invited to come. We'd love to have you be with us.
Now, my plans right now are Christmas Eve.
Good.
Depending on what my son's plans are. But, you know, when there's a friend involved with your child, then sometimes, yes, you've been there. And so,
a friend or a spouse or whatever.
Yes.
You're just kind of, especially if you have sons.
That's what I have. Yes, you've been there.
So you're just
That's right. So, but I'm planning on Christmas Eve and 5 o'clock. Now,
no, 6 o'clock.
I mean 6 o'clock. No, 5 o'clock on Christmas Eve.
That's
I'm sorry.
Right. 6 o'clock on Sunday night, 5 o'clock on Monday night.
Right, because
and 11 on Monday night.
At 11 on Monday night, I will already have my jammies on and probably will not be there for that one.
Well, if I wasn't the preacher, I'm not so sure I'd be there. So I'm going to have to figure that one out.
Yes, you are.
But I'm looking forward to it.
I think it's great. This is one of the most beautiful services that we do at Broad Street.
And it's such a beautiful
church. And I think it is a gorgeous church.
It is.
And at night with the lights on now.
We have a nice building too. It's a beautiful church, but it has a nice building. Because the church is the people.
The church. Yes. Okay. This is the theology and philosophy of religion. Okay. We have a nice building, and the church is nice too.
That's the people.
That's right. That's the people. Here are the people.
There you go. There you go. That's exactly right.
Learned that as a child.
That's right.
Now we're going to bless all the babies. Methodist, Baptist, Presbyterians.
Any baby that, and it's not, we're not going to baptize the baby. So all of you who don't practice the baptism of infants, don't worry about that. But we're going to have a prayer of blessing, and a song of blessing, and each family, a little baby, will be given a gift. And so we'll do that both at 6 o'clock on Sunday night, and then 5 o'clock on Monday night, Christmas Eve.
I love Martha McDowell, who sings in our choir, has always said, the song Away in a Manger, the cattle are lowing. Well, at the blessing of the baby service, it's the babies are lowing. There's a little noise all through the sanctuary, and it's just beautiful. And it's the babies.
I have a philosophy of life that if everybody treated everybody else like they were carrying a baby, then people would be nicer to each other and we'd come closer to having peace on earth. Because people can't be mean to people carrying a baby.
You're exactly right.
Or some people may be able to, but most people can't.
Right. Right.
So
now,
the babies are very important.
Yes, they are, and it's a beautiful service, folks. Whether you come Sunday night or Monday night, either one is just.
It'll be identical except for that.
And you've been here since June.
Yes.
How are you fitting into downtown Cleveland?
Well, I don't know how I'm fitting in, but I love it.
Good.
Really enjoying it and enjoying the church. It's a wonderful place to serve God from the heart of the city, you know, and I think we're capturing, God is capturing us with a new vision of what it means to be offering help, hope, and healing to people through Jesus Christ. And so I'm very excited about it. My wife and I both love it. If we could sell our house in Hixson, anybody want to buy a house in Hixson? Then we would move closer. But until we do that, we can't do that.
Right. And I just feel for you because you do have to commute back and forth, and that's
worth it.
Not fun.
So far, it's worth it.
Well, that's good. I used to commute back your way to play tennis 2 or 3 times a week. So,
can I say one other thing
about
coming?
You may say whatever you want to.
I want to tell the community also. Beginning the 1st of January, we're going to begin a series of sermons and studies for 6 weeks, and the title is this. Get this: Addicted to Hurry. Anybody have any issues with that? Well, we're going to talk about addicted to Nancy. Addicted to hurry. And then what we're going to do is try to help us learn how to live a sacred pace. And we'd like to invite, this is one of the cards that we have that we're going to send out with all the information on the back. But we feel like that's a great time after what I call Hallow-Thankmas. It begins on Halloween and ends on December the 26th, and everybody says, thank God that's over.
That's right.
So when you have all the bills coming in and all the stuff you're doing after the first of the year, we feel like that's a time to talk about what it means to be addicted to hurry and learning to live a sacred pace. And we'd love to have you come and be a part of that. You can check out our website at bsumc.org, or you can call 476-5586.
That is so good. I remember my granny one time asked me why I had to hurry all the time, and I said, because I got to get that done so I can do something else. And that's how our lives are now. So some of us are addicted to hurry.
Well,
Not anymore.
No, Bernays retired now.
You're retired, good.
And Randy knows Flavis is retired, and he's doing. I said the other day, I said, Flavis, you didn't do anything today. What are you going to do tomorrow? And he said, same thing. I didn't get through. So,
I love Flavis.
Yeah, I know. We all do. But these cards are wonderful.
Yep.
We have them. We hand them out to everybody. I have them at the Red Ribbon. I just give them out to everybody. And it's so wonderful to have those to pass out to people. Our signs that we put up that let everybody know. There's big signs on Broad Street Church right now that say Rethink Christmas, which is really, really good.
And we have both traditional worship and contemporary worship. So love to have you be a part of that. That'd be wonderful.
8:30 and 10:45 in the sanctuary.
Yep.
And 8:45 and 10:45 in Triplet Hall.
In Triplet Hall, that's a contemporary service. And
Can I go over your topics?
Yeah,
Those
we always have our sermon topics in text. We're already today, Skip White now, who's the other pastor, we're already planning series through the summer.
Oh, cool.
So we strive to try to do that. We're going to do a series on family in May, on what it may, we may call it home improvements or something like that. But,
cute.
So we're trying to do that and try to help people. But this addicted to hurry thing, we forget that God even rested on the seventh day.
Absolutely.
You know? And sometimes we just don't learn the sacredness of what it means to not be so caught up in life, and all of us do that.
Yes, we do.
I like these one. January 6th is sacrificed in speed, and then the next week is faster than fear. And I like this one, you cannot hide from you.
That's right.
Not even if you run real fast. And then savor the journey and listen for the voice, and God makes a way.
Yep.
I like those topics.
Good.
Yeah.
Those are we may get Renee there more than Christmas Eve.
We'd love to have you, Renee.
Well,
You're a good person.
But
I don't care what Nancy says.
Yeah, really.
Right. So Randy is here to invite you all to Christmas Eve and Christmas Eve.
And if we can do anything else to help you, if we want to be in ministry to this community, so if I or any of the other church people there can support you and help you, we want to do that. And that's what we're there for.
Absolutely. And I really do appreciate you coming, because I know you're going to have meetings all day today and you've got things you've got to do.
Oh, I love this.
I really do appreciate it. And as I said, Randy and I graduated from college together.
Right.
So
I'm a lot older than her, because my hair's gotten gray and hers hasn't.
Right. And mine is natural. 1 month. He's 1 month older than me. Exactly 1 month. But it was so great when I heard that Randy was coming to Broad Street, because that excited me. And Patsy, his wife, is a sorority sister. So yeah. So we've done great. So so we're thrilled to have Randy and Skip with us there. So
phone number one more time.
One more time, Randy. Go ahead and tell them the phone number.
Phone number 476-5586.
Absolutely. Very
good. There it is. I know it now. It took me 5 months to learn it.
Lionel will be so proud of you. And tell them where we are. Just say downtown.
Downtown at 155 North Central. Is that Northwest?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Central Avenue Northwest, right at the corner of Broad Street and Central. And
I think
we've
got everybody in Bradley County knows.
But some people who are new to Bradley County may not know.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
And there's plenty of parking around the church. We have a parking lot just for guests on Sunday. So just would be glad to welcome you.
Absolutely. And since Randy and Skip have come, we have plenty of new signage telling you which doors to come in and everything like that. Cool. So it's going to be a wonderful service Sunday night and Monday night.
And I might say a word too about the communion services. We, as United Methodists, you don't have to be a United Methodist to receive communion at a United Methodist church. We believe that's the table of God. It's not a United Methodist table. If you believe that Jesus can change your life and receive this sacrament, we invite you to come. You do not have to be a member of Broad Street or a United Methodist church.
And isn't that wonderful? Now, there's absolutely no reason for y'all not to come to one of those services.
Exactly.
Yep. Randy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Always a joy. I really
fun.
appreciate it. And don't worry, I'll get you and Skip back on. See, since it's my time, I invite the guests, so we'll have them back.
I like it.
Folks, don't go away. We've got Judy Baker from the Cleveland Storytellers Guild. She's going to tell stories, and she's not going to tell anything that'll make me cry. She's already promised.
And she's not going to tell anything that'll scare me.
Okay. Oh, yes, because she booed. That's right. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Randy, thank you so much.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
Hello, I'm Bill Odom.
Hi, and I'm Tammy Odom.
We want to invite you to join us on Joyous Living Today for interviews, testimonies, and gospel music by special guests and Dixie Sunshine.
Right here on WTNB, Sundays at 4 p.m. and Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. You don't want to miss it.
Jesus, Jesus, the light of the world.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100. Logan Thompson, attorneys at law, have built a firm offering quality legal services to the people and businesses of Southeast Tennessee. We have achieved expertise in all areas of law in order to represent our clients in a manner they need, deserve, and have come to expect. Logan Thompson, with 9 attorneys and an extensive and competent support staff, is available to provide representation in various legal areas, including family law, Social Security benefits, personal injury, criminal defense, workmen's compensation, as well as business and complex litigation matters. At Logan Thompson, we have been building a tradition of legal services for over 40 years. We have developed the finest legal services and are proficient in providing you with representation you can trust. Give us a call at 423-476-2251 to schedule your free consultation.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
And we are back, and it's good to see you all this morning. Now, let me tell y'all just real quickly here, I'm not going to take much of Judy's time because we have Judy Baker with us, Cleveland Storyteller Guild, and she is wonderful. We have her on occasionally to tell stories, but today, folks, the weather is supposed to start us into winter, which will be Friday. So, you know, as you go out on the road today, I think we're supposed to have rain and storms and cold weather, and it's supposed to be yucky, yucky, so be careful.
Yes.
Welcome, Judy.
Hey.
It's so good
I'm glad you had me back.
Yes, we are. Yes, you know, Judy's told a Halloween story and booed Brene and scared her.
Scared me to death.
And so,
It's gone viral. It's gone viral.
Oh, really? Oh, yay. Check your YouTube on that.
Really.
But anyway, we're thrilled to have Judy with us. Like I said, she's with the Cleveland Storytellers Guild. So tell us what's happening with you all with the Guild.
We just got through with Celebration, had a wonderful celebration down at First Presbyterian. I'd like to thank them for having us down there. And coming up in the dark, dreary days of January, when the holidays are over and you're needing a little pick-me-up, come join us for Warm Stories and Hot Cider.
Love that name.
It's going to be at First Presbyterian Church downtown on Friday night, January the 11th at 7 o'clock. The ladies of the church are going to have hot cider, and we'll provide the warm stories.
Wow. That's fun.
Yes.
Now you'll let me know something about that so we can keep announcing it on here so we can people will get there.
I will do that.
And that's what night? The 11th?
Friday night, January the 11th.
Okay, Friday night. All right.
It'll be free to the public. We will take donations if anybody would be so inclined. Anything like that helps out.
Right.
And that's become one of our signature events. We seem to have a lot of people that want to come out for that. I don't know if it's the title or the type of stories we're telling, or people just
the time of year. January is so
something to do.
dull and drear.
You
know,
just need
after all the
something.
hecticness of the Christmas holidays, you know, you get going and
that's
then
right.
it's like
that's exactly right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think
It's
a
just
great
a little.
timing,
It's just a little pick me up. We love doing it. It's a gift to the community, and we just want as many to come as possibly can. They've been so welcoming to us down there at First Pres to open up.
They're good folks
their
down there.
fellowship hall and let us come in there. Watch for announcements in the paper in case something were to change, and I'll be letting Nancy and you know so you can make announcements about it on here. And then coming up in February will be our 18th Ocoee Story Fest.
That's just unbelievable.
We are probably, I don't have the definitive answer, but I think that outside of the National Festival in Jonesboro, we are the longest standing storytelling festival in the state.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Others have folded in the recent years, and others, they'll say it's storytelling, but it's with something else. It's arts and crafts and storytelling.
And storytelling, yes.
This is purely storytelling, like the National Festival in Jonesboro in October. Megan Hicks is going to be our feature teller this year. She'll be coming to us from Pennsylvania, but she tells wonderful stories. She tells personal stories, Appalachian stories, fractured fairy tales.
Oh,
I love fractured fairy tales.
She can take fairy tales and turn them around, and I've heard Three Little Pigs done with possums. So that's, you know, an adult might say, oh, I don't want to go to that. It's going to be all for kids. No, it won't.
Yeah.
It's going to be something the whole family can enjoy. Through generous support of Arts and Education Committee of the Allied Arts Council of the Cleveland-Bradley County Chamber of Commerce.
Get all those plugs.
Say that 3 times real fast.
That's right. That's right.
But through their generous partnership, we will be taking Megan into 6 schools.
Great.
Beginning on Wednesday of that week that she will be here. She'll be going into county schools, into city schools. She's doing one after-school program, I think at Cleveland Middle, through their library. She's going to be doing a special after-school program with them. And then on Friday night, February the 8th at 7 o'clock, with our partner in crime, the Museum Center at 5 Points.
Wonderful.
They are partnering with us to provide in-kind space for us to have the festival itself. Megan will be telling stories that evening, and there will be a nominal charge for that, but it will be very nominal. Yeah. And local media outlets will have details as they are finalized. But
now, what time will that one start?
It'll be at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
All of our events, when possible, start at 7 o'clock. That helps us to remember.
Yeah, absolutely.
I understand
that's good. Yes, yes, we can totally relate to that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yes. It helps. It helps.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we want people to come and see storytelling from a different perspective. We're around and we tell stories. Like I'm on here, I tell stories. And just in case anybody wants to know, I am available for churches, schools, other venues. Yeah. But
Girl Scouts,
Girl Scouts,
Boy Scouts. Yeah.
But give us a chance. Come and hear Megan, hear a different voice, a different perspective for somebody who goes around the country.
Yeah.
And some of our tellers are worldwide. And you hear a little different voice, and the same story is sometimes told from a different voice. And that means so much in the art of storytelling. And we are so committed to keeping the art of the oral tradition alive. We had a group of 80 children come from Oak Grove Elementary to the Museum Center. I'm an educational docent down there. And we had 80 kids from Oak Grove come down there, beautiful children, wonderful kids, trying to show them and tell them how it was in Appalachia and in Cleveland in around 1830, 1840. And they think, well, it was Christmas trees. What did you do? It was a week before Christmas in 1840. What were you doing? We were going in the woods getting a Christmas tree. Oh, no, sorry, you weren't, because Christmas trees weren't around then.
Yeah.
What would you do? Would you sit down and watch the football game after you got through eating? And they think for a minute, and well, no. But what would you do? You'd tell stories. You'd play games. We showed them Appalachian games, old-time games like Graces. And how to make butter. They made butter this morning. And I told an old Appalachian story that may have even actually predated Shakespeare's King Lear.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
The stories that we tell are that old.
Well, let's get Judy to share a story with us before we run out of time, and then if we have extra time at the end, we'll talk about it some more. But share a Christmas story with us.
Yeah, I'll do it. Since it's Christmas, I'll do a Christmas story, and I promise it won't have any booze in it.
Thank you.
Back many, many years ago, Mary and Joseph were tired. The trip to Bethlehem from Nazareth had been so long, and Mary had just given birth to a baby boy. So you know, mamas, you know how she was. She was tired. And poor little Jack the donkey, they had carried her so faithfully from Nazareth, he was tired too. All 4 of his hooves he thought were going to fall off. They were so tired. And Joseph, he had done everything he could to make Mary comfortable. And there the baby lay in the manger, snoozing away. It was quiet. And then the horse. He was jealous. Something was in his feed box. Something was laying on his hay. And he was hungry. And nobody had thought to bring him something else to eat. So he slipped over and he nibbled a little of that hay. Well, that was pretty good. Nobody saw him, so he nibbled a little more. And then he nibbled a little more. And then he nibbled a little more until finally baby Jesus was laying on the bare boards of that manger, and he began to whimper and to cry. Well, Mary said, a horse, don't do that. That's being ugly. Don't do that. He needs the soft hay. Now, don't do that. And Joseph went and got more hay and made a nice little basket, a little soft place there for the baby to lay. Well, the horse waited till they turned their heads, and he got a little more hay, and he got a little more hay, and he got a little more hay, till baby Jesus was laying on the bare boards again and began to cry. Because the Bible tells us baby Jesus was human in all ways, and a baby's going to cry if they're uncomfortable. Mary had had enough, and she said, horse, because you've acted so ugly, from this day forth, all your kith and kin from now on will never be full. You'll spend your days with your head down eating. The mule heard this, and he began to bray. He began to laugh. And baby Jesus woke up and began to cry. Mule, don't do that. Shh. The baby's asleep. Shh. And the mule thought of something about that horse going to be cursed forever to have his head down, and he began to laugh again and began to bray. Woke baby Jesus up, and baby Jesus began to cry again. Mary had had it. She said, mule, from this day forward, all your kith and kin from now on will never be able to be parents. Look what a bad parent you are, braying and laughing and waking the baby up. You'll never be able to have your own child, your own little foal. But the cow lay quietly, gave off the warmth from her body, so Mary and Joseph and the baby stayed warm. And when Mary and Joseph got hungry, she gladly gave of her milk and gave them nourishment. So when Mary and Joseph bundled up the baby and began to leave on their journey, Mary turned to the cow and said, because of your kindness, from this day forward, all your kith and kin will relax in the noonday sun, and you'll chew your cud. And to this day, The horse, you can't fill him up. You look at a horse grazing in a field, he's eating, his head's down. A mule can't have another mule, but the cow, every afternoon, you'll find her in the shade. Or maybe she's laying down next to a babbling brook, peacefully chewing her cud.
That is so good.
Yes.
Oh, don't you
That's
love
it.
it, folks?
Yes.
Don't you love it? And give us your phone number.
My phone number is 479-7887. I have an email, tellone, T-E-L-L-O-N-E, @bellsouth.net. You can contact me for information about any of our events or about guild meetings. We meet once a month on the second Tuesday of the month at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. At 7 o'clock at the library in the big community room. And we start with stories at 7 o'clock. And we'll go with stories and nothing but stories for at least an hour, sometimes over an hour, depending on how many stories everybody has to tell. Visitors are invited. You can just slip in, listen to some stories, and if you have to slip out, that's okay. It doesn't bother us. And if you want to hear stories, just come on the second Tuesday of every month. And
remember, folks, if you need any kind of entertainment for banquets and things like that, call the Storytelling Guild because they are just wonderful. Judy, as always, thank you so much for being with us. You are great. We love having you on. We've already asked her if she knows Easter stories. She's not sure, but she thinks she can find one. So we're going to have her back on with us. So, folks, don't go away. We'll come back in just a few minutes with our community events, which are kind of slim because everybody's already done everything. But there's a few things left. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Yes.
Judy, thank you so much.
Yes.
That was
Attorneys
so
at
much
Law
fun.
have built a firm offering quality legal services to the people and businesses of Southeast Tennessee. We have achieved expertise in all areas of law in order to represent our clients in a manner they need, deserve, and have come to expect. Logan Thompson, with 9 attorneys and an extensive and competent support staff, is available to provide representation in various legal areas, including family law, Social Security benefits, personal injury, criminal defense, workmen's compensation, as well as business and complex litigation matters. At Logan Thompson, we have been building a tradition of legal services for over 40 years. We have developed the finest legal services and are proficient in providing you with representation you can trust. Give us a call at 423-476-2251 to schedule your free consultation. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here. Doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
And we are back, and you know, we were just talking, we don't have a whole lot of community events because the churches have all had their things, the schools have had their things, everybody's had their things, and so, you know,
sit back and rest.
Yes, that's what we're doing right now. Sit back and rest and enjoy what's left of technically the Advent season.
Yes.
Technically, we're not at Christmas yet till the 25th, but sit back and relax, folks, and let's not hurry so much. And
eat one of those Christmas cookies. Sit back and have some hot chocolate and put your feet up, especially you women who have made them, or if there's any.
That's right.
I know Flavis
well,
makes
Flavis
fudge
makes
and stuff.
fudge. Yes, we have fudge. In fact, come by the Red Ribbon today or tomorrow, and we'll be open Saturday from 10 to 2. And also, we'll be open Christmas Eve day from 10 until 5 for you last-minute shoppers, free gift wrap and free Flavis fudge.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Hey, let me tell you, it's good.
It really is good. It really is.
He does fudge
It really
good.
is.
Yes.
But we do have a few things to tell you about, and we thank the Banner again.
Yes.
Always thanking the Banner for helping us out. So tell us what the library has going on.
Okay. They've had a lot going on.
Yes, they have.
And they're kind of easing down. But if today, if you want to do something different, like, is school out yet? I don't have children.
Yes, it got out yesterday at 10 o'clock.
Okay, so if you want to do something with your munchkins, you can take them on a library tour. And it's today at 4 p.m. And you start in the lobby, and it lasts about 45 minutes. And it's all about what goes on in the library. You know, those books just don't appear. And libraries aren't just books anymore. They just go poof, and there they are.
There they are.
Yeah. They have,
and they just throw them on the shelves in any order.
No,
that's wrong.
No.
So
I think that would, especially for like middle school kids, they might be interested in that. Yeah,
and even your young, curious kids would like that.
Exactly. And then, okay, children will have the opportunity to read. This is my favorite part.
Yes.
To some canine friends, Chelsea, Wendy, and Tux, on December the 29th from 6 until 7 p.m. during Canine Story Time. So that's something else you can do with your kids after the holidays.
Right.
Because after Christmas and all the excitement's over, you know, that would be a good thing.
Be a good thing to kind of bring everybody back down to a normal level.
Chill, yes. And, you know, you meet in the children's room to participate, and then they get to practice their reading to the canine listeners. And dogs are, so they just sit there and they listen, and they don't say, oh, I don't think that's the right word. You know, like mothers tend to do sometimes.
And friends, yes.
Yes, anyway, okay, and the library will be closed on the 24th, 25th, and 26th. And I think that's a good thing because they work hard.
They do. They do.
Yes.
And
so go get your books if you want to read.
Yes,
now.
if you want something to read during the actual holidays, then you need to go do that.
Yes.
I always love reading in the Banner because there's, and right there on that same page with the library things, which we cut out for the Banner, a really, really neat thing. The phrase, a red letter day, dates from 1704 when holy days were marked in red letters on the church calendar.
How cool.
So, you know, we'll always say that was a red letter day. Well, that's why it was a red letter day that was marked on the church calendars. The holy days were marked in red, starting in 1704.
Wow.
That's a little bit older than me.
Yeah. A whole lot, Nancy. Okay, now I talked about this last week, and I want to mention it again. ARC's Pet Food Pantry is open Tuesday through Saturday. And times are tough for some people, but don't give up your four-legged fur kid, because you can go by ARC Tuesday through Saturday, 1 to 5 p.m., and that's on Oak. Yes, and their phone number is 472-2744. So, you know, if you need food for your four-legged fur kid, go there.
And I did tell you earlier that tomorrow is the first day of winter, and today is supposed to be a really winter mix kind of thing. Yeah. And then Friday, the temperature is supposed to really, really drop, and so winter will be here in all its glory. Now, I do want to tell you that Candies Creek Baptist Church is having a Christmas Eve service on Christmas Eve at 2 o'clock.
Oh.
So, I mean, if you really want to hit a whole bunch of Christmas Eve services on Christmas Eve, you go there at 2, come to Broad Street on 5, go home and eat, come back at 11 to Broad Street or whatever.
Exactly.
And other churches may be. And folks, if you'd let Renee and I know, you can call me at the Red Ribbon, 473-1114, and let us know. We'll be glad to tell about your events. And if you want to come on with us and tell about events.
Let us know, yeah.
Let us know.
Always looking for guests.
We always looking for guests. And I went on some of your websites today and didn't see anything. Most of your musicals are over. Most of your children's programs are over, so I didn't see anything to really announce for you today. I passed Candy's Creek Baptist coming in every morning, and there was their sign that said Christmas Eve, 2 o'clock. So let us know if you've got anything that's going on.
And another thing, if you have something going on, go to the chamber calendar.
Yes.
It's online, and you know, a lot of people don't use that, and that's why we have a lot of overlap.
Right.
And if you want a good crowd to come, you know, you want a date that and a time that there's not going to be a lot of other things happening. So go to it's the Bradley
www.clevelandchamber.com.
Yes.
And up on the upper right-hand corner, it says Community Calendar. And you can enter your event on there. You do not have to be a member of the chamber. Or you can look and see if you're thinking about having a pony race on the 15th of January, go look and see who else is having something on the 15th of January. Move yours to another time.
And
if
have
there's
a better
something else,
participation.
have better participation. I mean, that's what, you know, we booked Cherry's Jubilee a year ahead of time, and it's been on the calendar over there for the chamber for years. So don't anybody book April the 12th, okay? Because we've already got it. Now, the senior...
But put that on your calendar.
That's right, do. Put that on your calendar.
April the 12th, Cherry's Jubilee.
Cleveland Bradley Senior Activity Center, we need to get somebody from there on. They have all kinds of activities.
Oh, all kinds of stuff.
They're having a chili supper and dance on the 20th from 6:30 to 9. And it says, come join us. I got this off the chamber calendar. Come join us for chili supper and dance at the Bradley Cleveland Senior Activity Center. That's out next to the YMCA.
Yes.
It's a fundraiser to support the activities there, and it starts at 6:30, and they're asking a $10 donation, and music is going to be provided by Marvin Bacon and the Country Time Band.
Sounds like a good time.
Yes, and if you like chili, there you go, folks. That'll take care of it. I noticed another thing on there. Susan Hanger is going to have it Heidanger's Christmas party on the 22nd from 5 till 8. It's a covered dish. And also, folks, let me tell you a really cute little thing we used to do at my house. It's called the Ruling Days, which are actually the 12 days of Christmas. December 25th through January 5th. Each day, you mark down what the weather is. What the weather is on the 25th of December will be what the month of January is. That's the old wives' tale. The 26th will be February. The 27th will be March. It's a really fun thing to do with your family. Post it on the refrigerator after you've done
see what happens.
all those days from from December 25 to January 5, and see how well it coincided.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really fun to do. I did it growing up and did it with my kid, and Flavor said I actually still do it.
Cool.
Just to see.
Does it work? I mean, is it true?
It's kind of, sort of. Folks, we hope all of you all have a wonderful Merry Christmas, and we will be back with you next week. So,
yes.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye. Merry Christmas.